Hi, I'm Katrina Widener, a life coach for entrepreneurs. Come listen to me chat with Kim Beasley on her podcast, Pamper My Business.
I'm Kim Beasley, and I'm the host of Pamper My Business podcast, where you will learn tips, tools, and techniques that will give you the freedom to easily build your business brand online so that you can be seen and then sell to your target customers. I will be interviewing industry leaders and professionals who will share their knowledge and experience, which will help you brand your business online. Get ready to take notes and learn from Kim and her guests, because this is going to be a fun learning experience.
How have you grown your business doing the things that you love to do?
So I actually just wrote and published a blog post on exactly how I grew my business in 2018. And including really raw information on this is where all my leads are coming from. This is how much money I was making, because I think it's very important to be that visible to people and to be that transparent and say, this is what happens. You're not alone if you have a slow month. Nobody's months are exactly the same. It's not going to be linear. And so for me personally, a lot of the ways that I get clients and that I grow my business, well, A, is by staying really authentic to who I am. I make sure that every social media post, every blog post, every newsletter I send out, everything that I say about my business is all consistent, and it all comes through the same filter of the three things that I really focus my business on, which are empowerment, community, and then living a life of balance, basically. And so everything that I do goes through those filters, and that allows me to be consistent. And they're all things that I'm very passionate about, so it allows me to be authentic to who I am. And because I am so consistent, whether it's in person or online, et cetera, it makes people feel like they know me and they trust me before they come to work with me. Because the truth is if you're going to come and work with me and you're going to tell me your fears and your vulnerabilities, you're going to have to trust me. It's bottom line. And so that being said, the most common places that I do get my clients are either from in-person or referrals, and then through social media opportunities like Facebook groups and Instagram, et cetera, because that's where you really get to see who I am and what I do and what I believe in, really, and what I'm passionate about, et cetera, et cetera.
And that is important. As an entrepreneur, we need to have goals. We need to be passionate about our business, because like that saying goes, I love what I do, so I do what I love. And that's, to me, is important when you're running your own business. I don't want to go into business as something that I'm going to hate day in, day out. I want to love what I do. And the way that you documented how you grew your business in 2018, that is an awesome thing to do. I love to document the progress of my business, because those times when I'm facing something hard, I like to look back and go, okay, Kim, look what you overcame here. It's like a reminder of these are successes that you face. Even though you may be facing failure right now, you have had way more success than failure. And
oftentimes those failures lead to success eventually.
Yes, you can write a book about your failure. How
Exactly.
I failed to success. Oh, I'm giving somebody an idea for a book. How I failed to success. What do you feel has been the keys to your success?
I think, like I said, really that authenticity. And I know authenticity is kind of a hot topic in the entrepreneur world, and people have mixed feelings about it. But for me, it really is saying, this is what I'm here to do, and then only doing that and making sure that that is what I'm consistent in, no matter who I'm talking to. I've also realized, too, that my business is all about helping other people. So when it gets down to the nitty gritty, or gets to the stressful times, or those moments when I do have anxiety, because we all do. I mean, nobody is self-confident in every single moment of every single day. And so when I get to those moments when it is hard to be an entrepreneur, I have somebody else who's relying on me. And maybe it's not a life or death situation. I'm not a surgeon. I don't work at the hospital, et cetera. I'm somebody that people count on and rely on. And if I'm not there, then they're not getting that help. And that in and of itself is enough for me to move forward and to continue moving forward and to innovate and think of other ways that I can help others. Because that's really the point of what my business is to make other people feel good about themselves. At the end of the day, it's that simple. And if I'm not here doing it, then that's not happening. So really having that as the reason why I'm doing everything and the reason why I keep moving forward has been so helpful, because I know the direction I'm going in, and I know that that's always the goal. And then making sure that no matter what I'm doing, that is coming through in the way that I talk or the way that I write or what I post about. That means that not only do I know why I'm doing it, but so does everybody else.
That is just so powerful. Now, with this being the first of the year, I know it's not January 1st, but it's the time of year when people say, I'm going to make a New Year's resolution. I don't do those. I do solutions that I want to accomplish. If someone is kind of stuck in a spot, what are some things that they can do to get unstuck?
If you're really feeling stuck and you're not sure what direction to move in, reevaluate yourself first. So I always do this exercise with my clients where we kind of sit down and we review the different areas of their life or their different values, and we rate them on a scale of 1 to 10. So say you are really, really interested in moving your business forward, or say you're really, really interested in spending more time with your family this year, or you're really, really interested in self-care this year. Then I make them sit down and I say, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you incorporating self-care into your life right now? And if the answer is anything less than a 7, then it's like, what are some things you can do to change that? Because normally if you're feeling stuck, it's because you're doing a lot of things that are not truly aligned to what you want to be doing. And so that's why it can be helpful to go through the different areas of your life. So friends, family, finances, self-care, etc., and say, how am I feeling in all these areas of my life? And then you know which area you want to move forward in. Or go through your personal values and say, how much am I devoting time to my own personal values? And then you know where you need to be devoting the time. Because once you get that clear and you know where you want to move next, then it kind of releases that overwhelm and that anxiety. So then your brain is clear enough to move forward on whatever goals you want to accomplish or wherever you want to move next. I think also it's important to know what your motivation is and how you're personally motivated. So if you're someone who's externally motivated and you're struggling to get off the couch and get your work done, that means that you need to have an accountability partner. It means you need to have a coach, or it means you need to announce on your social media that you're going to get something done by a specific time, because then you're forced to actually do the work. It's one of those things that it's just about really knowing yourself in all areas of yourself and how you are personally motivated and how you personally feel balanced in your life.
If you're not balanced, then you're out of balance. Simple as that. Whenever I hear the word balance, I always think about a trapeze artist that's up on the tightrope and they're trying to walk across it and they're trying to balance it. And I think sometimes entrepreneurs feel like they're on a tightrope and that they are at any moment they can make a step that just cause them to fall. If someone is facing that fear, what suggestions do you have for them?
I think the first thing I would say, which I mentioned earlier, is like, if you fall, what's literally the worst case scenario? Oftentimes entrepreneurs are so afraid of failing in their businesses. And I'm like, literally the worst case scenario is you get a job. Like, that's the worst thing that could possibly happen, is if you're at the point where you are bringing in no money because of whatever may have happened, then you get a job and you bring in some money and you can still work on your business while you're bringing in some supplemental income. And it's one of those things that I think we kind of villainize, is this idea of like our business is failing, or if we fall off that tightrope, then the world's going to end and it's going to come crashing down, et cetera, et cetera. But if we really verbalize what is the worst case scenario in whatever situation that we're afraid of, we're going to realize it's not as bad as we're making it seem out like it is. It's not as bad as we're making it seem like it will be. It's something that we really focus too much on, well, if I do one step and I'm going to fall off this tightrope, then the world is going to end. I'm going to lose my house. I won't be able to pay my bills. And it's something that really, it's not that dramatic. It's as simple as I'll get a job, or if this product doesn't sell, then I'll create a new product. Or if I don't get any clients, then I'll switch up my marketing tactics. Whatever it is, there's a simple solution, and the worst case scenario isn't really that worst case scenario.
I think if we can just get past that fear of failure, I think a lot of people would see that on the other side is success. And
Exactly.
that's very important. We're close to an end. So I want you to share a product or something that you would like to share with my listeners that you have available.
Sure. So right now I am offering one-on-one coaching for entrepreneurs who are really feeling that little bit of self-doubt or that need for some support. And whether that support is on your mindset or your money mindset, which we all struggle with also, marketing, like clarity on what direction you want to go forward in, confidence, empowerment, accountability, et cetera, et cetera. The list always goes on and on and on. Then I do have packages available for that right now. And we can do in person if you're local, virtual if you aren't. The other thing that I'm really excited about is I am in the process right now of creating a workbook for those people who might not be 100% ready to start one-on-one coaching yet. Maybe they aren't there financially or aren't in the mindset where they feel like they can tackle that. This is going to be as close to what I can offer in my coaching sessions as possible in a simple online product form. And so that will be releasing probably in either February or March, and will be available for people to purchase then. So it's a way for those who aren't quite in the mindset or in the place to really commit to one-on-one coaching, to try to do it on their own and really get that empowerment and mindset in gear.
Thank you so much. That is such great news to hear, because if you're at that point here in the beginning of the year and you're having all these self-doubts and you need help, please contact Katrina. Katrina, did you share your website? Please share your website.
Yeah, I can do
so
that.
They'll know where to go.
Yes, you can come and find me at www.katrinawidener.com. Or you can also come and find me on Instagram, and my handle is at katrina.widener. So very simple. But come and join the party, and we will get your mindset in gear.
I love that. Get your mindset in gear. Woo! Today, I've had a really great podcast with Katrina Widener. I'm so excited that she joined us. And thank you so much, Katrina.
Thank you.
You have been listening to Pamper My Business podcast, and I am your host, Kim Beasley. Join the Pamper My Business community by visiting pampermybusiness.com, where you will find our free training along with our masterclass so that you can continue your learning journey about building your brand online.